The outlook wasn't brilliant for the Mudville Nine that day. The score stood 4-2, but one inning more to play, and then when Kumi died at first and Barrows did the same, a sickly silence fell upon the patrons of that game. A straggling few got up in deep despair. The rest clung to the hope which springs eternal in the human breast. They thought, if only Casey could get one whack at the bat, they'd put even money up with Casey at the bat. But Flynn preceded Casey, as did Jimmy Blake, and the former was a Lulu and the later was a cake. So upon the stricken multitude grim, Melsony sat, for there seemed a little chance of Casey getting to the bat. But Flynn let drive a single to the wonderment of all, and Blake, the much despised, tore the cover off the ball. And when the dust had lifted and the men saw what had occurred, there was Jimmy safe at second and Flynn hugging third. Then from 1,000 throats, there was more or less the yell. It rumbled through the valley. It rattled in the dell. It knocked the mountain and recoiled upon the flat. For Casey, the mighty Casey, was advancing to the bat. There was ease in Casey's manner as he stepped into his place. There was pride in Casey's bearing and a smile on Casey's face. And when responding to the cheers, he lightly doffed his bat. No stranger in the crowd could doubt 'twas Casey at the bat. 10,000 eyes were on him as he rubbed his hands with dirt. 5,000 tugs applauded when he wiped them on his shirt. Then with writhing pitcher ground the ball into his hip. Defiance gleamed in Casey's eye. A sneer curled Casey's lip. And now the lather covered sphere, some hurling through the air, and Casey stood watching in his naughty grandier there. Close by sturdy batsman, the ball unheard sped. That ain't my style, said Casey. Strike one, the umpire said. From the benches black with people, there went up a muffled soar, like the beating of the storm, waves on a stern and distant shore. Kill him, kill the umpire, shouted someone in the stand, and it likely they'd have killed him had not Casey raised his hand. With him a Christian charity, great Casey visage shone. He stilled the rising tumult. He bade the game go on. He signaled to the pitcher, and once more it flew, but Casey still ignored it, and the umpire said, strike two. Fraud, cried the maddened thousands, and echoed answered fraud. But one scornful look from Casey, and the audience was hued. They saw his face grown strewn and cold, then his muscles strained, and they knew that Casey wouldn't let that ball go by again. The sneer is gone from Casey's lip. The teeth are clenched in hate. He pounds with cruel violence his bat upon the plate. And now the pitcher holds the ball, and now he lets it go, and now the air is shuddered by the force of Casey's blow. Oh, somewhere in this favored land, the sun is shining bright. The band is playing somewhere, and somewhere hearts are light. And somewhere men are laughing, and somewhere children shout. But there is no joy in Mudville, because the mighty Casey has struck out.